Hey there, welcome back to my channel. Today I am transforming my dining room and kitchen into a fall harvest party for our family. I've been doing this the past few years and it's become such a fun tradition that we do every single year. I'm also going to be cooking up some yummy kid-approved fall recipes. We're making a pumpkin chili with a toppings bar, some fresh warm apple cider in the crock pot, and a really fun and easy spin on caramel apples for dessert that my kids loved. Don't forget to subscribe for all things decorating and home, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy decorating as much as I do. So first thing in the morning, I started playing around with my Tablescape because I was a little anxious with how it would come together and if I would like it or not, but I loved all of the natural elements that I went with, and I'll show you everything all laid out and tell you where I got things before we get started with the decorating. Okay, so here is my Tablescape options that I laid out. Most of these items are real things that I picked up from Trader Joe's. I've really been into decorating with like the real pumpkins and real gourds the last couple years. I just really love that look. I do have some faux pumpkins that I'll be using, but a lot of things for my Tablescape anyway will be real. I picked up these gourds and I just like all of the texture and color variation. And I also really like using eucalyptus for my Tablescapes because they dry out really nice and hold their color and last a while. These garden pumpkins are so much fun because you can stack them. They last all season if you just make sure to wash them with water and soap to get all the dirt off. So at least in my experience, these lasted for me all season, even if I kept them outside. So fingers crossed that they do again. I also grabbed these mums. I liked how small they were, and I think I'm going to incorporate those in these gold buckets that were from Hobby Lobby last year. I really like this gold color. So let's see what we can create with all these. I love the look of farmers markets all set up for fall, so that was the look and feeling I wanted to create for my Tablescape, using all elements that you would find at a fall market. These mums from Trader Joe's were the perfect size to incorporate here on my table, and even if you wanted to just leave the orange wrappers on, I think that's really cute as well, and they just create the perfect harvest look that I was going for. I was trying to figure out a way to fill in the extra space in this largest planter, so I'm starting with just filling it with gourds, and I didn't love how that turned out. So instead, I'm using some of my fresh eucalyptus and just kind of tucking it around to fill in all of that empty space, and I think it turned out really nice. It makes this planter just look really full, and overall just gave the table a more elegant look.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No.
Let me know what you guys think of how my fall Tablescape turned out this year. Does it give you fall market vibes? Because that's what I was going for. But either way, I definitely loved how it looked and just kind of tied all of the colors that I'm going to be decorating in my kitchen. Next, I'm going to be transforming my coffee bar area from an early fall look into a more harvest/pumpkin feel. I want to add a lot of orange to play off of the copper pieces that I already have here, and also add in a few small pumpkins and gourds throughout the shelves. And the table where I usually keep my Nespresso machine is where I will be adding in a tiered tray with all of my chili bar toppings later on. I love the idea of self-serve stations where people can add their own toppings. It's just something different, and I think it's really fun, especially if you have a lot of people with different food preferences. It's just a lot easier as well.
Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And I don't know why, don't know why, don't know why, I'm always feeling homesick.
Can I just tell you guys that I cannot believe I am not fully decorated for fall yet. This year has been so hectic, and I'm really just taking my time decorating, unlike previous years where I was pretty much fully decorated by the end of August. Let me know if you guys are fully decorated yet, or if you're still working on it like I am. I truly find that decorating is something just so relaxing, and I like to be intentional about it. So if that's something I feel like doing in August, that's fine. Or if it's something that waits until after fall, I think it's all about just the love and intention that goes into decorating.
All I know, all I know, all I know is this is where my heart is. Oh, I have seen many places where the beauty never ends. Different cities, friendly faces, and perhaps I'm going back. But I don't have to be chasing every dream that I have. Oh, no. 'Cause the thing is, I've got more love here than I can bear. Ooh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true.
I found this copper teapot antiquing recently, and I cannot wait to clean it up and set it out on my stovetop. I just love that warm glow that adding copper pieces this time of year gives to your space. One thing I try to do in my kitchen as much as possible is cover up any outlets with pieces of decor. So you will see a lot of strategically placed vignettes and just different decor pieces like the one I'm putting together here all around my kitchen, and almost all of them are covering up outlets. I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but seeing just multiple outlets around my kitchen is not my vibe. So I try to cover them up discreetly with decor as much as possible. I love using plaid to decorate with for fall, and nothing just gives me more of a cozy fall market vibe than a plaid flannel. And I looked everywhere for a table runner or some sort of tablecloth to create a cozy little vignette with no luck. So instead I decided to use one of my favorite flannel shirts and try to make it not look like a shirt's laying on my table the best that I can. And I really loved how this one turned out, and I think it just kind of ties in all of the colors from the Tablescape and kind of gives that same vibe. And I am so sorry about the blinking oven light. It was not blinking in person, so I had no idea when I was filming that my camera would show it like that. Next time I will have to put like a piece of tape over it or something, but again, I just wanted to point that out. I know it's annoying. I wish there was something I could do about it. If you go to Trader Joe's, let me know if you love their pumpkin pasta. Every year I stock up on it. I think it tastes the same as regular pasta, but there's just something about the shape that I just love. So I'm filling up one of my glass canisters with it, so it kind of just gives more of a fall feel to my open pantry. Over here is where our drink station is going to be. I love a quick hands-off recipe, and that's exactly what my crock pot apple cider is. And it also makes your home smell absolutely delicious and totally like fall. So that's definitely an added bonus to this recipe. And I didn't show in this video, but this cider recipe is obviously non-alcoholic. But if you do have adults that want a glass of spirits for fall, I love to add a little bit of this to a glass of champagne. It's kind of like a light, sparkly apple cider. We've also served it to adults with a shot of caramel vodka, which just takes it to the next level. I highly recommend either of those recipes. I think they are so much fun and delicious for fall. I stumbled upon this beautiful dried bouquet of leaves and all sorts of other fall florals at Sprouts. Sprouts is a healthy grocery store. I'm not sure if it's nationwide or not, but I randomly went in there one day and they actually had a ton of really cute gourds and just kind of different types of pumpkins and stuff, including these dried florals. So I just had to pick them up. I thought they would look so cute in a crock. Trader Joe's has these mini cinnamon scented brooms, so I grabbed one at checkout just to hang off of my island, which I think looks cute for fall and it also smells so good. Now moving on to the chili recipe. I love a good comfort food meal, especially for fall, and when I saw this pumpkin chili recipe, I just needed to try it out. I will have the full recipes linked down below for you guys, but we're just gonna start by sauteing all of the vegetables and spices just until they are soft and fragrant, and then we're gonna brown our meat. I prefer ground chicken, but for some odd reason, my local grocery store was completely out of ground chicken, So I'm using ground turkey for this recipe, which that's what it actually called for, but obviously you could do whatever you like. And then you just mix in the pumpkins, beans, and broth and let everything simmer. So this is a very easy recipe as well. It's not anything that's going to take a ton of time and prep and things like that. If you want it to be a little more creamy, you can add a half cup of heavy cream at the end and it will make it so silky and just so yummy. For the cider, I'm just heating it in my crock pot with a cut up apple and a pear and a handful of cinnamon sticks. You can make this a ton of different ways. I didn't do anything that fancy, but I just think that warm spiced cider is such a treat as it is. So it's not even cold here in South Florida yet, but it has been pretty rainy in the afternoon, so a warm drink is always just extra cozy. Now onto the chili toppings bar. This is totally up to you and your family's taste and preferences. I used cilantro, green onions, a diced jalapeno, and for the bottom I have these cornbread crisps from Trader Joe's, avocado, pumpkin seeds for garnish, cheddar cheese, and sour cream. Everything was so amazing. I think I had a little bit of everything on mine and it was so good. I'm also adding some store-bought corn muffins in a basket, and I'm just putting that next to the topping station. I did not have the time or desire to bake these, and no one seemed to mind. And I also had some gourds left that I just kind of scattered around the table to make it look pretty. This was my first time doing a chili bar like this and I thought it was so fun. I'm definitely going to do this again. Everyone loved it, and like I said, it's nice for people to have options, especially when, you know, there's people who you don't know that well, or just, you know, people who have certain diet restrictions and things. It's nice for them to just kind of add what they want to their own dish. And I also just love that self-serve style. It's just something that we don't do all of the time, and my kids think it's so much fun, and I think they also tend to try different types of food that they wouldn't normally, so that's always a good thing too. Dessert was so much fun. This is a spin on the classic caramel apple, which are always just so big and messy. I could never finish them as a kid, and I don't know, the caramel was always hard and it just wasn't the best. So I really prefer this spin on it. So to do this, I just chopped up some apples into bite-sized pieces, added some caramel, and then sprinkles so people can make little bite-sized caramel apples. You could also do a variety of different toppings, just whatever you guys like, but this was a total hit with the kids, something different, you know, a dessert we don't normally have, and definitely just kind of played up all of those fall vibes. Alright guys, I hope you liked this video. Let me know if you do little things like this for your family for the holidays. I think it's just so much fun. I'm definitely doing it again for Halloween. I love a themed party and, you know, doing themed party food and stuff. So if you do as well, make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss that video. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you next week for another video. I hope you all have an amazing day.